Hello, and welcome to Worksite Ergonomics. First, we'll talk about ergonomics, the definition of what it is and work-related musculoskeletal disorders. We will then discuss what risk factors to look for and identify the most susceptible areas of the body. We will review the basic rules for safely lifting and carrying, as well as some effective workplace exercises you can use to help prevent work-related musculoskeletal problems. Wellness is a constant and deliberate effort to stay healthy and achieve the highest potential of well-being. To reach this potential, an individual should focus on all 7 areas of the dimensions of wellness. Today's focus will be on the physical dimension. This dimension encompasses areas such as eating healthfully, getting adequate exercise, maintaining an appropriate weight, and injury prevention. Though there are different domains of ergonomics, today's workshop will address physical ergonomics, which include working postures, repetitive movements, work-related musculoskeletal disorders, safety, and health. Ergonomics. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, through the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, define ergonomics as the scientific study of people at work. The main focus is to reduce stress and injuries due to the overuse of muscles, poor posture, and repetition by controlling risk factors related to workspaces, tasks, tools you're using, and physical capabilities. The term musculoskeletal disorders, or MSDs, refers to conditions that involve the nerves, tendons, muscles, and supporting structures of the body. This is one of the main contributors to health and safety problems in the workplace. Musculoskeletal disorders are typically caused by 3 factors: overuse of muscles, poor or awkward posture, and prolonged repetitive movements. Some conditions include bursitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, muscle strains often affecting the neck, upper back, lower back, and shoulders, and also tendon injuries. We spend a large part of our day at work or at our workstation, whether that's at our desks, in a vehicle, or anywhere you're performing your work functions. So it just makes sense to be comfortable, and having the correct setup prevents injury and reduces stress. So as I continue, think about your workstation setup, how you sit, and how long you stay in one position, how you do a certain task, the kinds of movements you make, and whether you make the same movements over and over. Your work area, including light, noise, and temperature, the tools you use to do your job, and whether they are set up to fit your needs. The next few slides I'll show images and go more into proper design and exercises. This is one example of an ergonomically correct workstation. Some people would be more comfortable with slight adjustments such as tilting the keyboard a bit or removing the armrest from the chair. But this picture shows many of the important pieces of a good workstation. Number 1, the top of the monitor screen is at eye level. Number 2, a telephone headset helps you to avoid awkward positions while talking and doing other tasks such as typing. Number 3, a wrist pad at the bottom of the keyboard helps keep the wrists in a neutral, almost straight position during brief rests from typing. Wrist pads are not designed to be used while you type, but some people find the pads helpful even when they are using their keyboard or mouse. When you type or use your mouse, try raising your forearms a little so your wrists are in a neutral position and your arms and hands can move freely. If you have armrests on your chair, you may be able to adjust them so your forearms are parallel to the floor and your wrists are neutral. You may want to alternate between resting your wrists on the pads and raising them up. If you use a wrist pad, it's best to rest your palm or the heel of your hand on the support rather than your wrist. Number 4, a footrest. It raises your feet to reduce pressure on the lower back. Number 5, armrests are adjusted so that the elbows are close to the side of the body and bent at an angle between 90 and 100 degrees. Number 5, an adjustable chair has a height adjustment to allow the feet to rest on the floor or on a footrest. Also, the back of the chair adjusts for different positions. And number 6, sitting with the ears directly above the shoulders, which in turn are over the hips, helps prevent back strain, Placing a lumbar pillow or roll against the small of the back provides extra support. Ergonomic problems triggered by computer monitors are an ongoing concern because working at a computer for long periods of time may lead to eye strain or vision problems. Symptoms include headaches, double vision, irritated eyes, blurred vision, itching eyes, and tired eyes. You should take short breaks to give your eyes a rest. Occasionally look away from the screen and focus on an object at least 25 feet away to give your eyes a break when spending long periods at a computer. Also, be sure to blink often to keep your eyes well lubricated throughout the day. Glare from lighting in nearby windows and surrounding surfaces or colors can lead to eye strain. Installing blinds or relocating the machine for better lighting can significantly reduce glare, therefore reducing strain and related symptoms. In addition, screen users who wear eyeglasses or contacts may experience problems with overcorrection. Monitor viewing distances are generally 10 to 28 inches away, while glasses or contacts correct for a closer reading distance. Special lenses fitted for the normal viewing distance from the screen may be helpful for workers who spend long amounts of time in front of a computer. Font size can lead to eye strain if it is not large enough or if the screen resolution is less than 1024 by 768. Font contrast and monitor brightness can also contribute to eye strain. Monitors should be cleaned on a regular basis, recommended at least once a week. Over half of musculoskeletal disorders or musculoskeletal injuries are due to lifting. To lift an object safely, you should perform some slow stretches to warm up the muscles. After you are warmed up, size up the load by tipping the object on its side to check if you can carry it without assistance. An object over 50 pounds is considered a heavy lift. Do not try to carry an oversized load alone. Use proper mechanical devices or ask for help from a coworker or a team. Also, check the object for nails, splinters, and sharp edges before preparing to lift. Make sure your footing is solid and your body is centered over your feet with the back flat and abdominal muscles pulled in to help support the lower back. Get a good grip on the object and pull it close to you. Bend at the knees and lift with the legs, not the back, while keeping the head up. High and low lifts require extra care. For a high load above shoulder height, use a sturdy ladder or step stool to reach the object. Get as close as you can to the object and pull it toward you. Use your arms and legs to do the lifting. For low loads, slide the object toward you and support it on one knee before lifting. Your legs should power the lift, not your back. Ensure that you are keeping your abdominals pulled in during all lifting efforts. Follow these tips to avoid compressing the spinal discs or straining your lower back when you are lifting. Keep a wide base of support. Your feet should be shoulder width apart and one foot slightly ahead of the other. Squat down, bending at the hips and knees only. If needed, put one knee to the floor and the other knee in front of you. Bend at a right angle, half kneeling. Keep good posture. Look straight ahead and keep your back straight, your chest out, and your shoulders back. This helps keep your upper back straight while having a slight arch in your lower back. Slowly lift by straightening your hips and knees, not your back. Keep your back straight and don't twist as you lift. Hold the load as close to your body as possible at the level of your belly button. Use your feet to change direction, taking small steps. Lead with your hips as you change direction. Keep your shoulders in line with your hips as you move. Set down your load carefully, squatting with the knees and hips only. Keep in mind, do not attempt to lift by bending forward. Bend your hips and knees to squat down to your load, keep it close to your body, and straighten your legs to lift. Never lift a heavy object above shoulder level. Avoid turning or twisting your body while lifting or holding a heavy object. Make sure the path is clear before carrying an object. Continue to keep the object close and all three natural curves of the back should stay aligned. If you need to turn, lead with your feet and avoid twisting your back. If you are carrying the load a long distance, stop halfway to reposition your grip. Avoid awkward positions of the hands, feet, arms, legs, and back. If you are doing repetitive lifting and carrying, be sure to take breaks and stretch frequently. The vertebrae in the spine normally forms three curves. These curves allow the spine to absorb shock as you move. Now I want to focus some attention on taking breaks and movement. Every 30 to 60 minutes, take a brief rest break to get up and move around. You can get a drink of water, use a restroom, stand up, and do a different work task. If you are unable to take a break from work, take a break from the activity you were doing before by using different muscles to perform a different task. Take a break every 1 to 2 hours to do some gentle stretching exercises to relieve muscle fatigue. Stretching can prevent muscular skeletal disorders and can lessen pain and discomfort. Shorter, more frequent breaks are preferable to longer breaks to prevent muscular skeletal disorders. Some ideas for activity at the office include use your commute to do some extra walking, park several blocks away, or get off the bus a few stops early. Use the stairs instead of the elevator, at least for a few floors. Suggest holding meetings with colleagues during a walk inside or outside the building. Go the extra distance when possible. Get your coffee on another floor. Use the stairs, or use the restroom that's the farthest from your office. If you need to speak to a coworker, walk to that person's office or station rather than using email or the phone. Use your morning and afternoon breaks to take a quick 15-minute walk. Take a moment to brainstorm ways you can add more movement to your day. On the next few slides, we'll review some stretches to add to your workday. The neck stretch. This stretch works best if you keep your shoulder down as you lean away from it. To help you remember to do this, start by relaxing your shoulders and lightly holding on to your thighs or your chair. Tilt your head toward your shoulder and hold for 15 to 30 seconds. If you would like a little added stretch, use your hand to gently and steadily pull your head toward your shoulder. For example, keeping your right shoulder down, lean your head to the left. Let the weight of your head stretch your muscles, or use your left hand to pull gently down on your head. You can repeat 2 to 4 times towards each shoulder. The diagonal neck stretch. Turn your head slightly toward the direction you will be stretching, and tilt your head diagonally towards your chest and hold for 15 to 30 seconds. If you would like a little added stretch, use your hand to gently and steadily pull your head forward on the diagonal. Repeat 2 to 4 times towards each side. Shoulder stretch. Stand in a doorway and place one arm against the door frame, as shown in the picture. Your elbow should be a little higher than your shoulder. Relax your shoulders as you lean forward, allowing your chest and shoulder muscles to stretch. You can also turn your body slightly away from your arm to stretch the muscle even more. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds and repeat 2 to 4 times with each arm. Shoulder and chest stretch. While sitting, relax your upper body so you slump slightly in your chair. As you breathe in, straighten your back and open your arms out to the sides. Gently pull your shoulder blades back and downward. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds as you breathe normally. Repeat 2 to 4 times. Overhead stretch. Reach up over your head with both arms. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Repeat 2 to 4 times. These exercises have been recommended by ergonomics experts for a long time, but some people find them uncomfortable. If these stretches are not comfortable for you, do not continue them. Extensor stretch. Hold your arms straight at waist height, palm down. Gently bend your wrist by pressing your hand down. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Repeat 2 to 4 times and repeat on the other arm. In the second picture, hold your arms straight at waist height, palm up. Gently bend your wrist by pressing your hand down. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Repeat 2 to 4 times and repeat on the other arm. And finally, in the third picture, hold your arms straight at waist height, palm down. Gently bend your wrist and fingers up by pulling up. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Repeat 2 to 4 times and repeat on the other arm. Side stretch. Stand comfortably with your feet shoulder width apart. Raise one arm over your head, then lean to the other side. Slide your hand down your leg as you allow the weight of your arm to gently stretch your side muscles. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Repeat 2 to 4 times to each side. Press up. Lie on your stomach, supporting your body with your forearms. Press your elbows down into the floor to raise your upper back. As you do this, relax your stomach muscles and allow your back to arch without using your back muscles. As you press up, do not let your hips or pelvis come off the floor. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds, then relax. Repeat 2 to 4 times. Relax and rest. Lie on your back with a rolled towel under your neck and a pillow under your knees. Extend your arms comfortably to your sides. Relax and breathe normally. Remain in this position for about 10 minutes. If you can, do this 2 or 3 times each day. Next steps. From this presentation today, what are you taking with you? After hearing the information in this presentation, what are you wanting to move forward with today that can impact your health? Resources, including case management, capitalbluecross.com, including HealthWise Knowledge Base located within your secure member portal, Capital Blue Cross Nurse Line and Chat, a 24/7 nurse on call, Blue 365, your discount program, and MyCare Finder to locate a provider or other services. Capital Blue Cross does not endorse any phone applications, but we have a listing of 3 different apps that you could take a look at and research at your own time. For your review, a list of the resources used for this presentation. Thank you for listening to Worksite Ergonomics.